Okay. Well, it's time to get back to work. Select the job that we are wanting. Oh, it didn't show up on GPS because I'm already at the correct place. That does make it very easy to get set up. Alright, we're taking that job. And it is literally the trailer right next to the one we delivered. That makes life easy. Alright, I'm gonna hook up the trailer. So we are all ready to go. Of course, I think I did not really take in consideration with this. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Hey Levi. The thing I did not take in consideration is that I need to have a rest stop really soon. Alright, I am in the UK right now. I was totally gonna go out there and drive on the wrong side of the road. Actually, now that I think of it, I am going to have to be crossing the channel. Oh, excellent. Yes, I will be. So last time I took a tunnel, I'll be taking, or basically last time I took train through the tunnel. This time I'll be taking the ferry. So I like this. I'm happy to hear that it's going good, Dennis. Hope you all had a good Easter weekend. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Alright, get around this corner. Not actually quite sure where I need to go here. There's lots of rest stops here, that's nice. I assume I need to go to the right here. But I'm not actually 100% sure where I'm expected to go. I don't see the, I guess probably off to the right there. That person who doesn't know where he's supposed to go. Getting in everyone else's way. Alright, so onto the ferry. Which somehow has rain inside. Oh, actually, never mind. The rain does stop in here. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I'm impressed by that. Now, I shouldn't be stopping this far back, but here we are. Alright, so we disembark. Or I guess we embarked, now we are disembarking. Oh, that's a twisted path I need to take out of here. Nice to hear me grinding the gears a bit. I'm sure it's fine, everything's fine. At least I don't have to drive on the wrong side of the road anymore. And then we have another hairpin. I really don't know why the road winds like this. Oh, that's interesting that the chat sits in a convenient spot. We'll have a little bit of things just sort of lining up on their own. So I might feel like bad for just taking both lanes, but also this road is very narrow and windy. There's no one else around. We're just doing it. Hit the curb there, I guess. There's a nice big bump up. That's the sort of thing that could easily blow out a tire. Glad that I don't have to deal with things like blowing out a tire in this game. Like, it would be good, it'd be realistic. Man, would that be a pain in the butt. So the road is nice and clear, we just enter the roundabout. Take our second exit. Jet onto the highway, and off we are. Adventure awaits. Yeah, there are definitely some games that work way better for vertical streaming than others. This one's not terrible. The biggest thing you're missing is the mirrors, and honestly, the stream thing is too small for most people to really be watching the mirrors. Since you're just kind of going down the highway, what's of most interest to you is just right out ahead of you. Wide on that one just because I don't trust my ability to not hit the the rail since the rail's so close on the road here. What are we slowing down for? Must have just been a red light. Not my smoothest bit of driving this morning, but we'll take it. Set our cruise to 90 and we're good. As my cat tries to decide what part of my stomach is most comfortable for napping. And I am absolutely going to blame my poor driving on that at the moment. She's not a particularly light cat. She weighs around 16 pounds, not as heavy as her brother was, but still not exactly a light cat. So the first cat we had was, I think, weighed 7 pounds. Yeah, I think the biggest thing that the vertical kind of misses is that you don't get the GPS, so you don't get the any of the road info. But gotta lose something in the vertical. Not the worst thing to lose. You get the steering wheel, you get the road. Those are the important bits. Got still just like we still got over 1,200 kilometers to go, so this is going to be. I'm trying to decide whether I think this might be a 2 rest stop journey. Texting and driving. Bad ideas. It's a bad idea in a car. Worst idea in a big rig. Although I will still take either of those over the people who ride motorcycles and text. That was the dumbest thing I think I've ever witnessed. Guy just pulling out a phone on his bike while riding. It's like, on a motorcycle, each of your hands kind of has an important task. He just had a throttle lock on, so he could take his hand off the throttle, and it's like, throttle lock isn't cruise control. It just keeps your throttle pinned. You can grab the brake, it doesn't turn it off. So it was definitely one of the more sketchy things I witnessed from other riders. Okay, so I think I need to be in the left lane here. Hopefully we can merge into traffic. Sorry guy, but need to make it onto this road. Now I'm doing 20 under, but doing my best. We're crossing into Germany. So we've been in the UK, France, and Germany today. Oh, I am speeding. And it is currently just in the afternoon, so I'm going to try to put off sleeping as late as I can. I would rather skip nighttime, as much of the nighttime driving as I can. Going wide. That was just a flip on my part of not moving the joystick enough. That's the downside of playing it with a joystick instead of a proper like wheel setup. Making a turn off here. Don't want to slow down more than I need to because more speed I can maintain through this. Oh, I don't even need to merge. This just becomes a new lane, so I don't have to worry about getting up to merging speed. That is good. Oh, no, not what I meant to do. Let's try and set cruise control. Yes, Steady Eddie, this is Euro Truck Simulator. Second Euro Truck Simulator, but I think it's one of those. I've never seen anyone actually play Euro Truck Simulator 1. Euro Truck Simulator 2 has been around for a long time. 1 has. I'm sure 1 was a good game, but 2 seems to be the one where they really got everything right and basically focused on splitting their attention between ATS and ETS. Alright, well, I think I've held off sleeping as late as I can. Alright, yes, I deserve that speeding fine. I did not pay attention to the speed drop. I started to slow down when I saw it. Oh, we're gonna need to get over to that left lane. Because the right lane goes in the direction we don't want to go. We are not going to Luxembourg. Yeah, and I definitely do plan on streaming in vertical more, and especially since ETS does seem to work well with this. So, I'm certainly going to give it basically, I'm certainly going to be streaming in that vertical going forward. You're getting tired, you don't say. Alright, well I think I've held off sleeping as long as I can, so next rest stop is going to have to be... No, I don't... I want to take a look at the map. Do we pull into Liege to rest stop, or do we keep on going till here? How far away is that? 1 hour away. I should be able to manage that 1 hour to the ideal rest stop. So we are going to try that. Oh, I'm like, why are we slowing down? That lane stops and there's construction. That would do it. Okay. I don't want to be that dick who's gonna blow it to pass and then get car speeding up on the right. But I'm gonna do it anyway. You could have just moved into the left lane because eventually you'll want to go past the big rig in front of you. As I struggle to build enough speed to pass. So, oh, good thing I wanted to be in this lane anyway. That worked out for me. Choosing to be a dick worked out in my favor. I feel like that's not the life lesson I'm supposed to learn here. And now I'm speeding. Doing 98 in a 90 zone. And back to the left lane. I got it. So left lane is actually go somewhere. Right lane is to leave the highway. Yep. I feel like the dimming effect is really reduced on the vertical stream. You guys. Oh, avoid sleeping violation. I just got a $120 fine for basically being over hours for the day. That is fair. I really I'm trying to avoid doing a bunch of crappy night driving. I need to move over. Sorry, car. No, I hit that car. You can see in the mirror I tapped it with the edge of the trailer. Not good behavior. Just trying to make it to my rest stop, dude. Okay, here we are. Alright, fuel up, and then we go park for the night. I see random hearts popping up. Okay, get over to the rest stop parking, which I assume is a spot right here. There. Now we're stopped nicely in our... I guess I should stop. I'm parked. I shouldn't get fines for this anymore. Alright, alright. Sleep away the evening and wake up at 12:43 in the middle of the night. Oh, nope. Not what I meant to do. Dang it. Well, no. I need the parking brake to be released. And I don't have the air to do it. Oh no. I just need to build up enough air pressure for the brake system to let go. And trying to build up air pressure. Why does it just not seem like air pressure is building though? Oh, there. We have built up air pressure. Not enough to have air pressure where we want it, but enough to get us moving. Alright. Hello, soft cats. Who wants headbutts? Alright, what's the speed limit here? Still 80 through construction? That seems abnormal. Well, the upside is I did avoid night driving. However, basically sleeping in may cause me to be late on my delivery. So we'll see if this will bite me in the butt on the long run. Because it is expected. Hello, cat. Hello, cat who wants to sit on my hands. I understand you want more attention. Insufferable. Okay. So I have till Monday, like early Monday morning, or like Monday at 7:42 is the latest I can deliver. And it is currently... My current to delivery time would be Monday, like super early in the morning. Monday at 24 minutes after midnight. So I think we can do it. I think we can manage this. A spontaneous cat ejection. That's one thing about my cat. My cat really loves to be cuddled, but also like any sort of odd sound or movement in the house, and she will just like panic and basically run. Not necessarily to like someplace that she thinks she's safer. She just, you know, needs to run away from wherever she is at that moment. So I'm kind of glad we had two cats. Our male cat he wanted to live outside. He was very happy being outside at almost every given moment of the day. And yeah, he was a good hunter, and he was an 18-pound cat that was all like just pure muscle. He was basically, he is one of those cats where I feel like the coyotes up near the edge of town probably could have taken him, but they sure would have had a fight with him. Whereas our female cat, yeah, she's a indoor lounging cat. She is 16 pounds and most of it is pudge. Her hobbies consist of napping and sleeping and eating. So, very different cats. Also, she would not survive outdoors. She just gets startled and panics over everything. Okay, what lane do I need to be in here? We're going to be making a left turn coming up. Or more so, the road splits right and left, and I needed to pick one. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon or night, wherever you are. Alright, so now we're merging onto a new highway. Hopefully this merge goes nice. The traffic's actually been really light in the game today. Which I don't mind, but it definitely does make it feel a little less realistic. Mind you, it is Sunday. We're like Sunday at midday. Not necessarily a very traffic heavy time of the week. Now, I think I need to stay in my right lane. Because we're crossing a highway and we want to turn off and be on the new highway coming off here. Excuse me. Nope. There. Turned off my blinker. Check for traffic. Oh yeah. I like that. That went nice and smooth. Carried a little bit more speed through there than I needed. Oh. Drifting into my lane. It's a very nice wide highway here. And the lanes don't just randomly end. I like this. We could use a lot more of this. However, we need to get over to that right lane. So we are taking the next exit. We're just exiting off the highway a lot here. We're just like highway jumping from one highway to the next. I didn't actually check that that was clear when I merged. I should have. Blind spots are pretty big in a big rig. And we're currently in northern Germany. Beautiful landscape. Glad I'm driving this during the day instead of the middle of the night. Because you miss so much when it's all just dark. I like these sort of like rolling hills with I see clusters of trees. This would be a very beautiful place to live. Now, my speed limit here is 80, but everyone else is blasting past me by a ton. I wonder what the actual speed. You see, I wonder what speed everyone else is going. I'm not even sure if they have a speed limit or up here, if this is just kind of a you're allowed to go as fast as you want, because I know there are highways in Germany where that is just the case, where as long as you're driving safely, there is not a speed limit. But I do have a speed limit, so I will have to settle for doing 85 in the 80 zone. I didn't catch all that sign. I'm wondering if this turns off. Does this say through? Okay, now this next sign coming up looks like it is a through lane and a right turn lane. So I can just keep hanging out in this lane like that. I don't like the idea of trying to merge into traffic that's going way faster than me. Sounds dangerous. I swear I passed a turnoff for that place already before. I see the heart emojis popping up again. Still haven't seen anything of Milo. I do see the emoji popping up. I like the fact that the highway isn't just sort of boring and straight, even with all these fields around. It's one thing I hate about the prairies, where the roads are built arrow straight. It makes complete sense. Why would you build a road not arrow straight when the ground is flat and level and there's no reason to not just build it as straightforward as you can? But it still is annoying. I say prairie roads are very boring to drive. Boring's not the worst thing, but still not my preferred road to drive. Oh, cops pulled someone over. I'm going to stay in the third lane, because I suspect that fourth lane is a turn-off only. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So the speed right here is variable. It is currently 120 for cars. Still 80 for me, but cars can do 120 through here. I do find it interesting when you have different vehicles able to travel at very different speeds. It's definitely one of those things that always seems a little bit risky. There's some danger involved in it. Pull over to the left. There's not heavy traffic right now, and give that cop some space. That's one thing I'm not actually sure how the laws on that work here. Should I be technically slowing down and moving over? Because in British Columbia, you legally have to slow down to 70 kilometers an hour and pull over as far as is reasonable. Like if you've got two lanes, you should be pulling to the farthest lane. It makes complete sense, because police are usually standing outside of the car, and inattentive drivers who just drive by without slowing down or pulling over are at a pretty high risk of clipping them. They usually park their car in a way to try to sort of minimize it. But that's kind of that shouldn't be entirely on them to solve that problem. It's definitely the sort of road where I would have a hard time keeping myself at 80 kilometers an hour unless I was a big rig. If I was driving this daily. There's no stops, the corners are nice and gentle. 110 seems like it'd probably be a good speed. A little bit slower than what the cars are allowed to do, but still get you moving pretty good. I'll play nice. I will keep my speed within 5 kilometers of my of the speed limit. So we've still got about 600 kilometers left to go. So we're over halfway there. A nice chunk of highway like this really lets you chew down miles. There's no stops, no slow corners. You just sort of gotta set your speed and put down kilometer after kilometer. I'm going to have to at some point here consider my next rest stop. It's currently Sunday at 3 p.m. and my delivery time would be at 11:15 right now. I don't think I can stretch. Actually, I might be able to stretch it out so I can just. Now I think I'm going to have to. The sleep time goes on. I'm going to have to deliver tonight. Kind of tempted to push my speed up a bit just to make better progress on this. Make sure I get my delivery done today. So we're now going to do 90 and 80 zone. If the highway becomes less cooperative, we will change our speed, but I think we're willing to risk a speeding ticket or two to try to get there on time. Which in real life would be a really bad way to try to do this. Because if you're going to get a speeding ticket, you're getting pulled over. You're going to lose any time that you could have possibly made up by the time you lose to sitting on the side of the road as the police officer. Even if you only get a warning, you're still lost. It's not worth a gamble at all. Temptation to sort of step up the speed even more just because cars are still passing me. Alright, see how this goes. Doing 100 in a 80 zone, which honestly just sounds like the usual rate that everyone speeds in British Columbia. If a highway's marked for 80, everyone's doing 100. If the highway's marked for 100, everyone's doing 120. Well, not everyone, but the majority of traffic will be. Okay, now we're going fast enough that we're starting to catch some traffic. Car, if you could so kindly move over one lane, that'd be great. Or just let me in, that works as well. We're catching some slower traffic. Some trucks moving at the correct speed. Ooh, that's an expensive speeding fine. And we're gonna have to slow down a bit more because we've got some construction going on. Say yes, officer. I realize I was speeding. At least the second fine was a lot less expensive than the first one. Now, I feel like we're all sitting in this lane for a reason, but I'm not actually sure. Apparently there's just cars passing by me in the right lane. Oh. No, this is... Big rig is going to pass another big rig, and this is going to take forever and not be worth it. As well as this lane ends, doesn't it? So I need to get back into this lane. And now I'm getting slowed down by car in front. Oh. Can you please pass me, car? I would love. Oh, hello, cat. Welcome back. Don't sit down on my controller. Now they're speeding fine. I think I may just have to slow down to within 5 of speed limit again. I'm getting enough fines that this is not worth it. I'm not making up that much time with the extra speeding. It's funny, there's like a trade-off between how much I speed. If I speed faster, I'm moving the same speed the cops are, therefore I come across less cops. However, the speeding fine is so much bigger that I don't end up, the fact that I get fewer speeding tickets doesn't actually help me. Well, that was my fault. Took a hand off the controller because cat, and veered into another lane while there was traffic. You hear that, Mary? You just caused an accident. You just cost me money, you little fuzzball. She doesn't care. She's just really confused and upset why the hand stopped petting. Life is simple as a cat. Well, she's currently hearing something, and it's making her paranoid. Which is always a trap, because everything makes her paranoid. There, we've got a car in that left lane, but that's fine. Oh, wrong button. I would really like to pass you, but I feel like this is a trap. This is the sort of thing that's not worth trying. Either way, with this nice stretch of highway, we've got our delivery time from in the wee hours of basically Monday to 10:30 tonight. Was 300 kilometers left to go. I've got to be getting close to being in Poland. I don't think I'm in Poland yet. I think I'm still in Germany. I guess I could always check. Say, no, you're not being expelled, cat. Just relax. Oh yeah, so I'm really close to the Polish border. That is literally my next next map feature. Is going to be the Polish border. Back to that view just for a moment. There we come up to the Polish border as I'm veering off the road. Alright. I feel like in real life that would be a regular custom stop. You stop there, you chat with them, and then go on your way. Assuming it's just simplified for game logic. But we are now in Poland, and the speed limit is now 70. And we're back to toll roads, I guess. Now we will actually take this lane. Don't want to clog up the first two. So I feel like that should be reserved for cars, whether it is or not. Okay, we'll stop just slightly too early. Okay, the toll. And then get the hell over, because I know that this game does. There's an issue with tolls where the trucks will just move over with zero respect for the fact that you're already there. Had that accident enough times in this game to know that that's just getting out of the toll booths. It is get over to the left lane if there's a truck to the right of you. Okay, we got 250 kilometers left to go. Our ETA is still 10:30. And it is currently 6:42. So hopefully we can do this in 4 hours or less. Considering that my next rest stop should be in 2 hours, we'll make it work, but this is not quite ideal. The order business will definitely be first thing to do is find a place to rest as soon as the delivery is done. Yeah, I could make up some time by speeding a bunch more, but not enough to really make it matter. So I think I'll take my not sleeping when I should fines and move on. So I wonder if these are I wonder what these bridges are for. I think they look like they're like basically wildlife bridges. This is a thing I've seen in BC out in the Rockies. We get quite a bit. Basically, they're bridges that go over the road, not to get cars or any human over the road, but because wildlife needs to get across the road in a way that's safe for them and also doesn't cause a bunch of accidents. So what they do is they have this big, wide bridge that goes over, and animals basically tend to cross there because they're usually big enough that they get a little bit of isolation from the vehicle noise, so the animals perceive it as safer. And, well, it is safer. So it works out. Okay. Let's not rear end the car. Should just stay in the second lane. It's like virtually empty. By virtually empty, I mean actually just completely empty. But it doesn't really matter because the time it takes for me to come to a stop and all that. There's no big rig on my right, so I can just take my time moving over. And speeding. Ah! That is a very realistic, dumb thing for a car to do. There's times in this game where the cars do unrealistic things. That is not one of them. Just pulling up front of a big rig is absolutely a thing people do way too often. Just too many people who don't pay attention to what's going on ahead of them. Come on, you can do it, car. You can do it. Good. So proud of you. What are we? Yeah. Let's get back to that lane. Excellent. He's leaving, so we are good. Alright, we should have our rest stop, but we still have 2.5 hours till delivery. I think if you stop for the night, the rest period is too long. I would basically miss my delivery window. And we have another. Alright, got it. If you're going to Poland, expect toll stops. Kind of surprised we're still making our ETA work with this many stops on the way. Used a little too much brake there. Looks for a second that arm was not going to raise all the way. Had a janky moment. Yep, I do understand, game. Getting tired, got it. Just need to make it another 2 hours. If I could have less of these toll stops, I'd probably be able to make it less. The sun setting right behind us, it would be a very nice time to go to bed. Unfortunately, the fact that I overslept means that I can't do that. Just the consequences of my own actions, and it means I take risks like not going to sleep when I should and running the risk of like falling asleep at the wheel, which is a very real risk when you're driving a big rig. There's a lot of birds. Hard to see, but there's a lot of birds up above the road here. Wish I got a bigger sunroof. I want to look up more. We're getting all the sleepy reminders, getting the yawning, the dimming around the edges of the screen. What we're not getting yet is the fines, but we still have an hour and a half left to go. And to 100 kilometers. So I'm sure we'll get to the fines before we're there. I find it interesting that the wildlife crossings are marked on the map. They also seem to be sometimes really close together. I wonder if in real life they are actually within visible range of each other. It seems odd to put that much work into the construction of these, because like they're expensive to build. It seems odd to basically build them close enough together you can see one from the other. I guess you do whatever it takes to keep the wildlife off the highway. Now we've got less than 75 kilometers left now. So our current delivery time is 4 minutes after 10. Three minutes after 10. We're still making progress. We're Still cutting the time down slowly. Getting the yawning, but doesn't feel like it's actually too bad. Like I've got less than an hour left now, so I feel like we're making good enough progress. Am I being passed by a big rig or a bus? So I'm speeding 5 over. Okay, there I got my first not sleeping violation. Ah yeah, it is a bus that's overtaking. We have another toll stop here. Get a very severe dimming. Dang it. Let off the brake too late. Okay. We have 33 kilometers left, so we've got to be getting too close to the final destination. And 40 minutes left on our delivery. I'd love to try to pull out to pass the slow traffic here, but we need to get off the highway at the next, at that overpass coming up. Wait, no. Yeah, okay, yes, I do want to turn here. I don't actually know what the yellow sign here means. Does that mean, is it yield? It's not a stop sign. I think stop signs are pretty universal. So I'm just gonna go with that yellow triangle sign being yield. See if I get fines for not stopping. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to turn. Oh, I got a red light violation. So I let myself kind of roll forward in that red light. Ooh, I pulled that really close to the curb. Not ideal. Speed limit here is 50, and I'm doing more than that. Not a ton more, but a bit more than that. So I know I can't turn right on a red light. To be fair, I remember in American Truck Simulator getting fines for turning turning right, but in that case I should have been able to. But that's one of those things I need to look into, is basically going, hey, does Euro Truck Simulator just kind of go, no, these laws apply everywhere, or does it vary a lot from country to country? So I feel like the option is going to be they don't vary as much from country to country as they probably do in real life, just to make the game a bit simpler. Yeah, okay, that tracks, Ghost Bear. Sometimes in ATS, never in ETS. Hey Drew, how's it going? Get another fine for not sleeping. So I'll get sleep soon. I do love the yellow light before it goes green. Sort of like proceed with caution, but you may start proceeding. Okay. Now we got to get our delivery this as quickly as we can, because still in the time crunch if I need to go get sleep. Not quite the best setup. I would have liked to get the trailer over a bit farther. But, and also I'm basically turning on my blind side, so I'm relying way more on that mirror than I would like. But let's pull out of that again. We're going to be a lot better of a lineup this time. Yeah, I can just kind of pull this out straight. And we like this setup much better. Over rotating, keep her steady. There. Well, we got our delivery done. Let's go to the bank and oh hey, I paid off all my loans. Cool, we like that. So won't be doing it today, but next things next will be buy another truck and get another driver into my company so I can start making money even when I'm not doing anything. Alright, well let's get over to that rest stop. Sleepy driver needs his rest, and then I am going to head off and make lunch. I have a nice relaxed day today, so that is good. I'm looking forward to it. But it's been a nice long weekend for me. It was a 4-day weekend, so I rather like that. But tomorrow it's back to work and back to the grind. It's gotta be this. That's gotta be a stop. That doesn't make sense for it to be anything else. But we're ignoring all that because what I really need is a place to stop for the night. Do our best to park between the lines. Perfect. Alright, kill the engine and sleep. Okay, and that will be it for today. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. So, in the meantime, take care. Hope you guys had a good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, good night, whatever it is where you are. We'll catch you next time.